Hello fellow friends, in this video I am going to walk you through my Sunday planner routine. It is Sunday and there are a couple of things that I do on Sundays to prep for the next week and to close out the current week. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm doing in my planner for that. We are going to start with my Frankenplanner. Now I have been debating, this is kind of like a fun first thing, but I have been debating to switch the covers so that the inside cover is the outside cover, because why not? I like both, so I mean, switch it up, why not? Look how cute. It is washed out a bit, but it has cute little flowers and it's peach. And I also was debating on doing this because my other planner has this yellow cover as well, and the outside cover that I had on is also like this yellow cover, so it is pretty much the same, and I thought, maybe just a little bit of, just like a bit something else, Okay, but this was just a fun little thing to start with, but let's start with my Frankenplanner. So the first thing I do is I check in with my goals. So these are for the whole year, but I am talking about my monthly goals, and I have those usually on this sheet. This is from the Modern Farmhouse companion pack. That one came with these goal setting pages, and so I'm gonna grab my pen and check off everything that I accomplished. I'm going to have to check on YouTube and Instagram for these, because obviously I can't know without checking. So weekly I should have, yes, I did that. Let's check with Instagram. I have to check here. Let's see. Okay, I definitely also did that. I didn't do the deep cleaning yet, and the chores, I have to wait for that. Date night was not this week. I'm going to call mom, and today is the 4th. Happy 4th of July to all my American people. You are not gonna see this until a lot later than the 4th of July, but happy 4th of July. Gonna check these off as well because I managed to do these. I did chores, so this is the first thing I do. So I check my goals. I also I not only review my progress and check off what I did, but also just looking at it reminds me of my goals for next week as well. So I am going to take this out and flip to my Girl with Goals guided journal section, because this one has like a weekly page for every month. So I'm going to flip to that. There we go. This week's big goals, and I am going to set my goals for next week. Okay, so I looked at this page and I set my goals for next week. Where are they? There they are. Filled out this page. This week's big goals: write a positive quote, important due dates, list 3 things that can help you achieve your goals, list 3 things that inspire you, and write about some milestones from last week. I filled that out. The next thing is I am going to look at my monthly calendar and gonna check what kind of meetings, events, appointments, chores, whatever is coming up next week. So on Monday, and if I find something that I can put on my weekly, I'm going to do that. So I see on Monday I have to get some groceries. So that is going to be the 5th. So I'm going to write groceries. And then we have meetings for work, but I don't transfer the meetings from my monthly calendar to my weekly because I already have the information on here. And then I have a lot of videos going live that week. And I have to do, on the 9th, I have to clean my bedroom and vacuum. So let's put that. Oh my god, I just ripped the page. I have to fix that somehow. So the 9th is going to be clean bedroom and vacuum. Oh, I just forgot a new. And then we have the 10th is going to be clean bathroom. The 11th is going to be clean kitchen. And on the 10th we also have the planner Zoom call. I'm going to put that, even though that is an appointment or a meeting, but that is something that I have to do stuff for. So let's see if I can fix this rip with some label paper. I guess it's good enough. I'm going to punch it because I glued it a bit over the hole, so just punch it again. That didn't do anything. Well, it did. Okay, it did do something. So obviously this is not part of my Sunday routine, but I thought, maybe I'm gonna show you how I fixed it. So I transferred all the information that I have to know to my weekly, so now I already have those on my list. Now we are going to here, and I am going to do my meal plan. So I'm gonna wipe this off and then decide on my meal plan for next week. Okay, so I did a part of my meal planning. I am not planning the whole week usually because because I never know what I want to eat for the whole week. And also there are days where my boyfriend is at my place and so we're eating together, so I like to ask him as well. So I do as much planning as I can, and so that I am prepared when I have to go to get some groceries on Mondays. So that was the section in my planner that I call my catch-up planner, and now we are moving to my health planner. And what I do for my health planner is, first things first, I check in with my goals, just as I did in my catch-up planner. I'm gonna check off goals, and then I read this. I did this. Okay. So I kind of just review my progress on these, and also same thing, this just reminds me of what I have to focus on for next week as well. So, and then I'm gonna take this out and go to my weekly page, and this has like a weekly goals section in the sidebar. So I am going to set my goals for the week. I might even like pull out some stickers. Okay, I set goals for next week. So I know, well, it's gonna remind me on my weekly what I have to do, and that's pretty good. So I did that. Another thing I would definitely do, or the next thing I would do, is to fill out anything that I didn't fill out for this week. So I definitely had more water yesterday. Dinner was I have to look up in my app the calories. I'm gonna do that after I finish filming because I film on my phone, so I can't look at that now. I didn't have a workout yesterday, so that's gonna stay empty, but I'm going to do it today. So I already can write that in. So yeah, I filled out everything that that I didn't. And I'm also going to move my dashboard. So that would be for health. And now we're going into my budget planner. What I do for my budget planner is I check with my goals first. I always do this with every section. You can see it, I think. Okay, financial goals, set up budget, and no spend. I actually already did that. Keep track of expenses, that's a goal that I have to do every day. And sell stuff that I have that I don't need. I'm gonna do that later in the month, I think, because now it is a very stressful time for me. So that can wait a bit. Keep track of expenses. Okay, so next thing would be to review my expenses. And add in anything that I might have forgotten that I spent money on. It is still like it is 12 p.m. now on a Sunday, so I mean there is still time to spend money, but I don't think I'm going to spend money, so I can review my expenses. And I'm gonna take out my calculator because I know this is all that I spent this week. so that's fine. Not gonna get anything today. And now I am going to go to my monthly page. This is where I keep track of all of my expenses. And I think I have everything on here. Yes, I have everything on here. If I would have forgotten to put anything of these expenses on my monthly, I would do that now. And once I have everything on my monthly, I'm going to add all of the totals so I know how much money I spent for the week. And that would be 63.37. I was pretty good this week. Next thing I'm gonna review is my budget and if I stayed in my budget. So groceries, well, where are my, here are my, these are my categories for my my budget. Let me get out this sheet so you can see what I'm doing. So, budget review. Okay, so I had a budget of 50, well, you can see it here, but I have a budget of 50 euros per week for groceries. Let me add up all of my groceries. So I know. Okay, I was actually in budget. That is good. Let me retract that from. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this here because I don't use this side. So groceries, budget was 50. And I spent €42.98. So I have €7 that, well, €7.02 that I didn't spend. So that's good. That's going to go into a savings cash envelope, and I'm going to start my budget over next week with the 50 euros all over. I am not gonna have 57 for next week, or I'm not gonna take out 7 of that and put this 7 onto that or something. I'm just gonna save this amount. Okay, what did I spend on? I have here this item that I didn't have a category for, so this is going to go into I feel like miscellaneous is going to be, let's go with the category miscellaneous. Budget, spent, total. The budget for miscellaneous is 60 for the whole month though. So 60 minus 220. Well, let me add up the, I have another one here, 895, 49. So I spent 1069. 60 minus 1069 is 49.31. That is the amount that I still have left in that category for the month. Okay. Another thing is takeout. Budget, spent. Oops, I just smeared that, but it's fine. Takeout budget is 15. I have spent 790. So that leaves me with 15 minus 790 with 710 for the month. And then we have going out, budget spent. Budget is 25. I have spent 180. So that leaves me with 2320. Okay. I think I reviewed every category that I touched, so I have now the updated numbers for those categories. That's good. And I'm going to look at this sheet next week if I spend anything. So I'm going to put the new number for the budget if I do spend something in that category. So I'm gonna stick this in. Okay. Let me grab my cash. Now we're gonna see if my calculations are correct. I should have 7 euros and 2 cents in here. That's 4. It's 5. 6. 7 and 2. I have a bit more because these were like leftover. These were in my thingy, but I'm just gonna put these somewhere else. So I emptied out my, there is no money in here, and so I can fill it with my money for tomorrow, and I'm going to put this into savings. And savings right now is just a cash envelope because I really need something else, because it is not very good for change. All right. So another thing I'm going to do is decide on my no spend for next week. What am I gonna, let's say no takeout. That's a good one. And the weekly focus is going to be, I think it's going to be the same as last week, because this is something I really have to learn. So just keep on going with this focus. Stick to budget. So this is going to be for next week. I might even write the week at the top. So this was 20 to the 4th of July. And then we have for next week, it's going to be 5th of July till the 11th of July. Okay. So it is now ready for next week. And now we can move on to my university planner. Oh, I forgot to put this back in. Wait a sec. Okay. University planner. I am reviewing my, I can't fit this into into the view, but I'm reviewing my exam prep plan. You see I have these sticky notes, and what I'm doing is I have these sticky notes. This is my original plan, but life does not go according to plan, and so I only put these things into my monthly once I did them, so I can look back and see what kind of preparations I did, and maybe correlate that to my grades or whatnot. So I'm going to take off the sticky notes for the days that are already behind us and put down if I did stuff for that or not. I might even get some highlighters to do this. Kind of want to do like purple because the page is purple. I guess periwinkle blue is gonna be fine as well. So I'm gonna put and remove these, and then I have to move these because I didn't do those, so these are gonna go on these days, but I did do okay. So that is reviewed. Gonna look at my goals, and this page has these what worked last month and how can I carry out those strategies into this goal. I'm gonna look at those and see if I can find anything that I can apply next week. For example, I have to look here because this is what I'm working on. Don't start last minute. That is a good one. So I'm going to make sure I start earlier. And so I'm gonna keep that in mind. For the time where I am going to set up this week, but I'm going to do that in a different video. But before I do that, I'm going to take out this task list and I'm going to brain dump on this page. I'm going to write down everything that I can think of that I have to do for university on this task list. Okay, so I wrote down things that I could think of that I have to do for university, and so I have this list to go off of when I plan out my schedule for next week, and I'm going to try to make sure to fit these in according to the due date. Obviously, if it is not due and I have more time, it's gonna be on another weekly view or weekly spread, but you know. So that so the next thing I would do would be to set up my schedule, but as I mentioned, I'm going to do this in a different video. But what I'm going to do is go back to last week's or this week's, it's Sunday, and fill out everything that I did. Okay, I did fill out last week, so it is up to date, and that is basically it for my routine. I actually basically prepped almost everything except for the weekly for next week, but as I mentioned, I'm going to do this right now just in another video. And so that would be it for this one. If you don't want to miss the weekly setup that I just mentioned, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also if you like this video, maybe leave me a thumbs up. I also have an Instagram account where I only post happy planner things, so if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave it in the description box. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome day and that we see each other very soon. Until then, bye!